Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of something that I'm going to be calling Blunt Logic. So what this is going to be is straight to the point. I'm going to try to do it in 5 minutes, so it's a very shareable clip. And what I'm going to be doing is talking about some very specific things that all you have to do is use your brain, and you're going to understand stuff better than most doctors, most clinicians out there. So today, I first want to address, this is still me. I'm still Dr. Jacques. I miss my beard. All right, it will be growing back. I'm going to take some stragglers to speed up the hair growth. Don't worry about that. So let's get down to it so that way we can get down to the bottom of this. So I had a patient reach out to me while I was up there in Green Bay and I was training, and they basically had some infertility issues that were going on. They wanted to come out and seek me. So basically it was a referral from one of our doctors out in Oregon. He was doing such a great job with one of her friends that a friend reached out and said, you need to go to a hormone specialist. You need to go to a wellness way doctor, which that's fantastic. I'm so glad that we have so many doctors around the country so that way we can address these things. So she comes in with infertility issues. She's been trying for about 2 years or so, tried doing everything else, and basically the last case scenario for her is going to be doing IUIs. She didn't want to do that. She wanted to figure out what was going on with her body so that way she could heal her body and have a kid naturally. She's already had her husband tested. Everything came back normal, did a semen analysis kit on him, and everything was normal. So something is still coming down to her. So we took a look. Anytime we talk about things that are going on in the body, we talk about the 3 T's: trauma, toxins, and thoughts. So I'm going through things with her, and she started spilling the beans on some other things that had been going on. She said that she had some really bad thoracic outlet syndrome. So she had to go to a specialist here in Pittsburgh who was actually able to help her with her thoracic outlet syndrome. So I was curious, and I was waiting. Our computers were updating at the time, so it was really very like, I want to see these x-rays so bad. And so we took her x-rays. We got her x-rays back, and they were horrible. She goes to a chiropractor every once in a while who never told her about how bad her neck was. And then she went to a specialist, okay, use your freaking logic here, went to a specialist for her thoracic outlet, and all he did was rip apart her muscles in her neck and try to cause that, or try to say that that was going to help her with her thoracic outlet syndrome. So, Mr. Clinician, I have his name here. He's a cardiothoracic surgeon. He's a freaking idiot. And I told her this, and I told the patient this, I told her mom this, that I am very upset with this person. This girl is 22 years old and is falling apart, and they keep taking things out of her, from an appendectomy to now they're taking out the muscles in the neck to try to help her with her thoracic outlet syndrome. Hey, idiot, how about you take a look at what she actually does for a living? She runs 2 businesses. She's a hairstylist, so she's constantly in poor posture. So you taking out muscles in the neck that God gave us, He gave us those muscles in the neck, do you think it's going to make the structure stronger or weaker? It's going to be a hell of a lot weaker. So then when I take a look at somebody's x-rays, I'm getting fired up here. When I take a look at somebody's x-rays, and this is what I see here, let me go ahead and share this over here. This is what I freaking see. This curve in the neck. You tell me how the hell that's normal. And you tell me how the hell you go through any kind of school, any kind of medical school, and know that this curvature is absolutely unacceptable. Unacceptable. So you have a reverse curve in the neck. It takes 15 years off your life due to the compression on the spinal cord and nerves. Hey, you're having symptoms in your shoulders? Why don't you take a look at where those freaking nerves come from? They come from where? They come from your neck, right in here. Oh my gosh. Is that a no-brainer? Look at where normal is at. Look at where this 22-year-old girl is at. Look what else she has. She has degeneration taking place in her neck. A little bit of thyroid calcification out here in the neck. You think removing muscles is going to do anything at all to help with the stability in that neck? Absolutely not. Not only that x-ray do we have, but we have this one as well. So let's go ahead and pull this one over a little bit for us so we can see this a little clearer here. Okay, I'm going to pull out my eCam. There we go. Perfect. So I try to blur out the name here. So how about we take a look at what we have going through the freaking shoulder blades here. What would we call that? We call that a subluxation in chiropractic. And what's that going to do to the nerves in her shoulder? It's going to make her shoulder weaker. She's going to have numbness, pain, and tingling. So this doctor went in, and you can see where he went in and did his little work here. So you can tell it's in the soft tissue out here. They told her that she had a problem with her first rib, which she still has intact. Okay? Remove the muscles here, and you're telling me and you're telling her that everything's going to be okay. Well, guess what? She got charged an arm and a leg for something that did not work for her. So what frustrates the hell out of me is that there are people out there who are cardiothoracic surgeons, who are specialists, and this girl traveled from further away to come to Pittsburgh to come and see this guy because he knew what he was doing. Bullshit. The guy was an idiot. So let's use some blunt logic here. If you have symptoms that are going on in the body, okay, whether it's in the extremities, whether it's in the shoulder, whether it's in the hands, whether you have carpal tunnel, no matter what it is, You have to properly test. If your doctor does not properly test you, walk the hell out of that office and go find somebody who's going to get to the bottom of why your body is not functioning at 100%. Because if you think that God gave you too many muscles in your neck, or it's because you just have bad posture that it's going to be doing this to you, and removing those muscles is going to help you with your posture, you got another thing coming. So learn from these people's mistakes. And I feel really bad for this girl. I 100% feel bad for this girl. She's dealing with an infertility issue, and if we don't get that brain reconnected to the body, we can work all day, every day, but that's the number one thing that we have is we're going to have trauma in the spine and nervous system. So get tested properly. Don't go to these so-called specialists because they freaking sucked. I've never heard of a specialist actually doing a good job. All I've heard is I went to the best. And then you bring your raggedy ass into the office, and what happens? No offense to this patient, she's not a raggedy ass, but you bring your damaged self into the office, and then I take a look at your x-rays. I'm not a cardiothoracic surgeon, but I have a freaking brain. So these guys need to start being held responsible, use their brains, so that way they stop taking things out of your body and they stop leaving damaged individuals with false sense of hope that everything's going to be okay with them. Deep breath. So that right there is my blunt logic for today. So first off, if you're dealing with a symptom, get tested properly. If you don't get tested properly or you don't know how to be tested properly, reach out to myself or go to thewellnesswayclinics.com so that way you can find out why you might be suffering with these symptoms, okay? I mean, no disrespect for somebody who's been through surgeries or are currently going through things, but you have to understand that it is your body, and when your body is not functioning at 100%, that is the only time that we exhibit symptoms, when our bodies are down. Now, our job is to educate you. As doctors, doctor means teacher. We need to teach you what 100% health actually is and how to obtain that. So if you like this video, if you like this blunt logic object here, I'm going to be doing these a lot because, as you can tell, I love to be able to rant. I also need to be held under control. And so I said 5 minutes. It's already 7 minutes. So, of course, I went a little bit longer than normal. But like this video and share this video. And I want you, if you're watching this, I want you to put in the comment section when you would like to see me do these videos, because right now I just had some downtime on a Wednesday. I would like to figure out a day and a time that works best for everybody to tune into this, so that way we can go over topics. The other thing as well is if you have a topic that you want me to do a little quick 5-minute little blurb or rant on, feel free to do that for me. Send me information, send me something that you're going through that you want me to rant about and find information about. But I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and thanks for watching.